Hello, everyone. I'm Edward Call, founder and CEO of Gaming Intelligence. Our company is a next generation sports data and betting odds platform for the legal sports betting industry. Our patented technology offers unparalleled insights and opportunities for both newcomers and seasoned bettors alike. And what I'd like to do today is showcase some of those features and products that we have that we also refer to as smart betting tools. So what you're seeing right here is our homepage. We are live in the marketplace, trygi.com, trygi.com, where you get some basic information on some matchups. And let's say we want to go into NFL, for example, and get some information. So you can see here what we have, what are called matchup cards, and each of these, here's the date that represents each of the teams that are playing. And you can easily navigate through those by just clicking on that matchup. So we have here Thursday night's game, Dallas and New York, with some basic information. And we're just going to quickly scroll down to what we have, what's called premium insights. And so what you're looking at here are money splits, which is basically a consensus of the amount of money on either side of a bet. And you can see here the Cowboys as the away team, 90% is favored money line, which that means to win the game. And so a lot of people like to bet with the consensus or against it. And so we provide that data, and you can see here we capture a timestamp. So as that changes over time, you're able to see sometimes there's huge variances. And so you're able to quickly look at that. The next component is what's called line movement. So the odds and payouts change over time. And so you can come in and pivot on that information and see how that changes by sportsbook. And the third component of the premium insight is what's called matchup trends. And this provides sometimes some really good information. So we can see here, so this is when we have what's called head-to-head matchups. So it's not just the averages, because typically that's not enough granular information to look at. And so what we have is when the teams play each other, when the Cowboys are on the road and the Giants are at home, here's the average scores that they play, and then here's the overall performance. And then you can see here, the past 3 games the Cowboys have won when they're on the road against the Giants. And then you can also pivot on this data, looking at it a bunch of different ways. And then when you go back 5 games, they've won 5 times in a row. So that's what the data says. So you can say Cowboys are going to win again, or you can say, no, I think the Giants are going to maybe win this time. So it quickly and easily captures that information and provides that for you so that you can determine what you think that you would like to potentially wager on. And then once you figure that out, so for me, I'm just going to take the Cowboys because I like what that trend looks like. And then we're going to come to the odds page. And then what we have here is basically a snapshot of all the major books and the odds and payouts. So similar to when you're shopping for an airline ticket or for a hotel, you can shop all the books and find the best odds and payouts. So for example, if you took the Giants with $100 would pay 190, but with Caesars it would pay 205. And sometimes you find big variances, and so why not take advantage of an opportunity where you could make more money making the same bet, and sometimes 10, 15, 20% ROI. So that's what this page kind of lays out. And then the next thing that we're going to go into is take a look at an odds calculator. So we wanted to say, so this is money line, points, and then the point spread. So that's the margin of victory. And let's say we want to come in and we want to take the Cowboys with BetMGM. So you can see here how it automatically comes in, puts in a dollar amount. You can come in and easily change that. And what this says is basically 110 to win 100. And you can see the instant responsive time with the odds calculator. And so what this does is basically replicates what you would do in an actual sports book. And you can come in and try different scenarios, especially if you're a newbie, and kind of play around with the calculator and see what those kind of payouts would look like. And then we take it a step further. We have a gamification version where you can actually run a simulation. So this is also a sports betting simulator so that you can practice and learn or test your strategies risk-free without actually spending any real money. So once you have an account and you're signed up, all I would do is just click on simulate bet, and it says, here's the bet is saved, and it generated that bet slip, which I'll show you in a second. And there's a very popular type of bet as well called a parlay. So that means you select multiple. In this case, I'm just going to take under points as an example, and that combines both of those into one bet. You can see here, you can bet them separately. If one wins, one loses, you win and you lose. But with the parlay, you have to go 2 and 2. And this is pretty neat with our odds calculator, because what it does is auto computes the odds, and then it compares that across the other books. And sometimes especially with 3, 4, 5 teams that you've combined, you'll find a lot of opportunity where some of the books will pay a lot more. So that's what the odds calculator and the simular kind of look like. And then what happens, I'm going to go into my account. I'm going to look at my bet slips. And so, like I had mentioned, so here's the one that we just made, 110 on the Cowboys, win 100. So that would pay 210. And then you can see here it's scheduled, and it tracks the results. So you would see if you would be profitable or not. Here's your straight bet and the parlay history. So that's a summary of some of the gaming intelligence smart betting tools. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and looking forward to updates in the near future.